everyone, welcome back. I just had the scare of my life. I went to push the record button on the phone and my phone started ringing. It scared the bejeebies out of me. So, I hope you are all doing well. I know I said I was probably close to being done with this. I'm not. Give me a break. You know better than that. Oh my goodness gracious me. All right, so these little sequins that I bought, there's little ones and medium-sized ones, even though they look very large. Oh, well, there they are. And I'm going to try something. Hold on. Oh, that zooms you way in, but then I have to put my phone way up. So I don't want you in that close, but I'm going to put you in a little closer. Okay, we'll see how that goes. So this flower needs something, right? So I am going to, we're doing Stitch the Season again. This is spring. I can't quit. I mean, you know, and I don't need to quit because it's not the end of spring yet, even though it feels like the middle of summer out there right now. Hot, humid. Oh, are you going to fit? This is like the thinnest needle I've got. Oops. Something was stuck in it. The center was stuck in it, so that's why it wouldn't fit. Hello. Turn on the camera, and things get complicated. All right, so I'm going to use the little sequins, the smaller of the sequins, and I'm going to try to use these little itty bitty opalescent, whitish, clearish beads. Is there such a thing? Whitish, clearish, opalescent beads. Well, these are close. Oh, and they're not going to fit on this needle. I have debated on whether to get, oh, that one went flying, on whether to get actual beading needles or not. That one fits. Sometimes they fit, sometimes they don't. This is just a regular little tiny sewing needle, and I don't like beading needles that much. Oh, that's going to be pretty. Yes, I like that. Remember to keep it centered so that the sequins can have space because they're round. And you know I love my beads, so I just have to give them a shot here. And the bead is what's going to hold the sequin on. If you don't play with sequins a whole lot, you go through the sequin, through the bead, then through the hole in the sequin. And that bead will hold everything on. This needs to get stitched down. I'm using white silk thread. When Joann stores, craft stores have their sales on thread, and it's buy 3 and get 3. I bought 3 and got 3 twice. I bought the white first to try it, and I really like using it. So I do have something in the washer. Hopefully, if it goes all haywire, my husband will take care of it. It's a very small load with the fabric in it that I showed. I think this is the one I couldn't get over the needle before. In my last video, the calico with the little tiny flowers on it. I wash my fabric because to me it smells like chemicals. And they do put sizing in it, which keeps it from looking too limp on the bolt, keeps it looking fresh and stiff, and so I don't like that stuff. So I extract it by washing it. And I don't use fabric softener. I just use a gentle laundry detergent. And ooh, I like that so much. I want another one. I'm going to overdo it, watch. Well, I have one more sequin left, so we'll just use it up, right? Okay. Oop. If you press on these little beads too hard, they go flying off your mat. or at least across your mat, if not off your mat. Whoops, come on. Stay where you're supposed to stay, please. Oh, see, we don't want to thread again. I hope this finds everybody well, and not spooked by the phone like I just was. All these potential spam numbers. If I know you, you know to leave me a message. If I don't know you, go away and leave me alone. So, I'm not one of those old people to get sucked in by a scam. I'm too what's the word? Should I put one in the center? No, leave alone, Martha. It's fine. I am too skeptical. That's the word. Don't trust nobody. Trying to get us old people in trouble. I have to tell my husband, watch out for this scam. Watch out for that scam, because he's not very savvy that way. So, yeah. All right. Let's get these wild ones back in the little baggie here, or I'll be picking them up all over the place off the floor and off my table for... Uh-oh, where'd that one go? Oh, I lost one. Oh my goodness. Oh, there it is. They're so tiny. I couldn't even tell you what size these are. Teensy weensy. But they do have an impact. So I really like that one. Okay, now, I had these on here before and I took them off. I think I'm going to put them back on. I don't know. I think I am, because I really like the orange ones. Bring out this orange. There's yellow, blue, and purple over here, and the blue kind of matches up with that. The yellow is over here, but I wanted a little cluster here. There's green ones, but I don't love the green ones. So I could put... I was thinking a couple more yellow ones, but I'm cutting all the yellow ones out. It comes on a roll like this, a spool. And if you're lucky, you get them on sale. But I didn't wait for the sale. I keep missing the sale on that stuff. And they only had a couple left. And I didn't want to miss out on them. So, yeah. I decided to go for it. Oops. So I kind of like having them, I want them clustered, but I also have this eyelash yarn, and I thought of maybe couching this down. Get untangled here. One of these is tangled with the other. There we go. All right, everybody move over. All right. So what if I put some of these over here? I don't know. I wonder if I take this one off. And I put, there's a little flower here on top of the bunny. And the bunny's sort of gotten lost in the volume of flowers. But I wanted it to look like the bunny was hiding under, like in a flower bed. And I do think it does that. What if I did that? No, I think that overtakes the bunny. I think that flower I'm going to have to do in thread. I do think that in pink thread. I mean, the only other thing I can think of is to put that there. And I'm not sure that doesn't overpower the bunny as well. The bunny has stuff on her nose. That one I'll have to think about. But I do like these along here. And these three over here. So I think I'm going to stitch those down now. course, I have to find the thread. I guess I'll use silk. Why not? It's here. It's abundant at the moment. I really like stitching with it, so we shall go with that. I don't need a whole lot because it's just one flower of each color. And the silk thread is very strong. It's really good. I like using it for beading because it is so strong. And it is, it comes in many colors, and it's very thin. So it does work for me for beading. If you want to go with beading thread, that's your prerogative. I find, unless I'm using larger beads, the crochet cotton is typically a little bit thick. So yeah, the silk thread, it's not inexpensive, but if you're buying 3 and getting 3 free, it's 50% off. And if you get 6 of them, you can get a wide variety of colors. And then of course there's black and white. I have not gotten black. I did get white. Oops, pay attention, Martha. I did get white first and tried it, and I thought, I really like this. It's very fine. I think you can tell that. And it's great colors. Like I have this purple, the darker purple, and I have a more lilac colored one. And this is going to blend in and you're not going to even see it. And I feel like these bright colors sort of take, you know, this is very pastel-y down here. And because I went orange up here, I kind of feel like those go well on the stem. Maybe I won't do 2, maybe I'll only do 1. Maybe when I hang it on my wall, I'll hate it and I'll take them off. That's okay too. All you can really do is play and see if it's going to work for you. But I got them with the idea that I would use them in my spring piece. And I think it's just a fun addition. So I'm going to roll with it and hopefully like it in the end when it's hanging up. Interrupted by a phone call. Family business. So I am back. The purple flower is finished. I'm going to do the yellow one and not cut as much thread off because I did have some left over. And we will carry on. Carry on, my wayward son. Alrighty. So, no idea where I left off as far as what I was talking about. I don't have a whole heck of a lot to talk about, but yeah, you know, we had to inform family about some stuff and oops, gosh, Martha. So now they're like calling back. So gotta answer. Well, I don't put my, I've been trying to figure out the new do not disturb on the iPhone. I can't figure it out. So someone calls, it stops the videoing, and I just deal with it. But that's life. That's the way it goes. It's fine. It's fine. Just pick up where I leave off. It's just after a half-hour discussion with somebody, it's like, what was I doing? I have to make sure I didn't have this upside down. I went through this the last time I sewed these on. But anyway, I guess I need to get cracking and figure out what I'm going to put on here for words. I'm not real great at stitching words, and I don't want to spend hours doing it, so I'm going to have to figure out what I want to say about spring. I do think that winter, I think I just put winter on there, and I may just do that with spring. Who knows? Who knows? All right, that's down. They don't need a lot of stitches. It's not being worn. It's not going anywhere. It's going to hang on a wall. The rest of the year, 3/4 of the year, oops, it's going to be, I still cut too much yarn, thread. It's going to be packed away, you know, somewhere in a drawer or something for pulling out when it's that season. And honestly, you know, who knows? I'll probably forget to change the seasons out. I didn't want to hang them all out at once. That's just not something I planned on doing. I have one dowel, and they're all going to hang on the same dowel. So I need to switch them out. And I did struggle with this one, with getting spring started. So there is that. Whether I'll fall in love with it eventually or not, I don't know. I do like what I've done on it, but I do think it's quite the hodgepodge of different techniques, and not sure that that appeals to everybody, but it's been fun. Come on. That's the thing about this silk thread. It does come unthreaded very easily. I could use a smaller eye needle, but shoot. We'll see if I can get the smaller eyed needle threaded. Howdy doody, look at that. But let's see. I don't know. I don't know which way I was going, so I'm going to go this way. I did it again. Darn it. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I'm recording this is the second video of the day, and every time I try to record a follow-up video, it just does not ever go well. But that's okay. We keep trucking, right? Just gonna keep on trucking. And even though this thread isn't really the right color, this is more of a turquoisey little flower here. We're going to keep trying to get these on. Good gravy. It's frustrating. Trust me. It's as frustrating for me as it is for you. But you really can't see it. The silk thread is so fine, and you can't see the difference in the color, really. So it's okay. I don't even think, even if you looked very, very closely, that you would see it. I'm trying to hold this thread in here now by the tail so it doesn't keep coming unthreaded. Because 3 times out of 5 stitches is not a good ratio. Even somebody bad at math knows that. So, and it's getting warm in this room, so I'm going to have to go sit somewhere else in, whoopsies, somewhere else in the house. What happened here? There we go. The basement is nice and cool, but I would definitely get cold down there quite quickly. You know, cold air falls, hot air rises. We could close every curtain and shade in the house, but it would still feel warm in this room. So there we go. All right, those 3 are on. Now what? I don't know. I do need to iron these spots out. I decided I'm not going to. Let's put something in the center there. I decided I'm not going to do like a background petal kind of thing in there. So what do I want to put in the center? Beads? I should close these sequins before I spill them all over the place. Yes, beads. Let's get beads. Beads, beads, beads. Don't mind me, I'm just over here scrounging for beads. Have some yellow beads. Gold beads. I don't want gold. I really like the bright yellow. Those are a little bigger. I wonder if I should I do this again? The tendrils. I did this, I used wool in the center, but that might be too heavy for this. If I use this and do drizzle stitches, I could put the beads on the end. I didn't do that on this one. I haven't sewn those down, but I'll do that. Just trying to keep it interesting for everybody here. Although I'm sure you've all just rolled your eyes at seeing this and you don't plan on sticking around. You probably turned it on and went, not that piece again. That's okay. I understand. I promise I will come up with something eventually. I'm just sort of stuck at the moment. So my I don't have a box I want to cover. That didn't work right. In the Roxy Journal of Stitchery Stitch Along thing. So I messed this up. Come on. So I really didn't want to sew a box. I didn't have a box I wanted to cover. I have more Japanese rice bags than I know what to do with. And I really didn't want to do anything else. So I didn't do last month's prompt and I didn't do this month's prompt. So I need to come up with a new project. And I need to take the time and poke around my room and see what I've got that I feel like doing. I just don't have the imagination that some other people have. I've said it before and I'll say it a million times because it's true. It's very hard for me to come up with a new idea. I do have a new fiber, fiber, fabric, wool, beads kind of thing I want to do. However, I don't know. Okay. Gotta squiggle these off the needle. Hold on to it. There. Stand up. There you go. Let's see. I think I can get one more out of this piece of thread. That was actually a little longer than I wanted it to be, so I'll make this one maybe a little shorter, I think. Which won't be hard because I think I'm going to run out of thread quickly. Oh, these are so fun. I love doing these drizzles with the beads on the ends. Thanks to Ariana Zurcher. For coming up with this a long, long time ago. And sharing it with others. It's Ariane, not Ariana. Okay, this one's going to be a little shorter. And we're going to put this through. So at the end of this video, I'm going to stick on a little video of a little scene from our window today. I went out on the deck to film it though. Come on, please. And I've spoken about the geese that we have around here. I live on the 10th tee of a golf course, and so they closed the 10th tee about a year ago. They did a bunch of work. They put in a little retention pond, and now the geese have come, taken over. Well, now the geese have babies. So we have 2 ducks, which have come here before. They came here last year, the ducks. We have 2 ducks, and we have a bunch of geese and a bunch of little goslings. So yeah, it was quite humorous seeing everybody out there today, waddling around. All the BBs. Oh, the little BBs. The BBs. The baby gooses. So that was fun. So I'll stick that little video at the end of this video. Do I have any strands hanging around that aren't just leftovers? Leftovers here? Yes. That'll get me 1 or 2. Oh, come on. So that was fun, watching them waddling around for a little bit. And then the golf carts come along, and the guys working on the golf course come along and scare them all off. And yeah, they spent all this money improving the 10th tee, and the geese and the ducks have taken over. I just think it's quite humorous. Our HOA fees going to a good cause. Mother Nature. They're so busy spending the money, they don't pre-plan very well. So, yeah. But it's fun seeing the wildlife. Oh, yesterday we had a huge red fox running through the backyard and across the golf course. Oh, it was beautiful. It was a well-fed fox. Probably the same fox that ate our little bunnies that were out front last year. Year before last? Oh, wait, I need a bead. Yeah, they disappeared last year, unfortunately. So, come on. All right. Pudgy fingers. Okay. Bring this one down. This will be pretty because it's got some white in it too. Yeah, so the phone call was one of Tony's cousins. And we haven't talked to her since 2019. I exchanged phone numbers with a lot of people in 2019, and it's amazing to me that I have their numbers, and if they call me, their number is in my phone, so it comes up with their name, and they're all going, "Oh, well, I didn't know who it was. It didn't come up with your name." Well, we all exchanged numbers back in 2019, so that just means you erased me from your phone. I'm no idiot. I know that's what it means. But they're making all these excuses. Yeah, I got a new phone and not all my numbers transferred, or this, that, or the other thing. And yeah, okay, I'm no idiot. I know what happened. You took my number out of your phone because we don't talk on a regular basis. You're not my cousin, you're Tony's cousin. I know how it works. I know. Dysfunctional families. Ay, ay, ay. Anyway, I find it humorous that they think I don't realize, but it's okay. I don't care. I just find it funny that they think I don't realize how the numbers, it's not coming up with your name. Yeah, well, that's because you took my number out of your phone. You didn't need it anymore. Oh yeah, let's exchange phone numbers over somebody's funeral, and then these people you never hear from them again. We actually contacted them like a few years later because, after 2019, we all know what happened in 2020, and we didn't travel for like 3 years. So when we traveled again, we contacted them and said, "We're going to be in your city, in your hometown, our old hometown." Well, that's cute. I'm going to leave it at that. And we'd love to get together. Well, never heard anything back from any of them. They're all too busy. Yeah, so. And you contact them on Facebook, like your friends on Facebook. Never heard back. It's like, you know who I am. It's showing up on Facebook. So, alrighty. Well, I think those are the last two. I don't have orange. I did not buy orange thread. I don't even have anything close to orange. Sure. Let's see. Do we have orange somewhere? I know I do. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, it took me some time to pick up my box that I dropped in a previous video. And I dropped it, like knocked it over, dropped it. And that'll do. And it covered the air vent for the rest of the video. And it took a bit to pick it up, and I just kind of put things back in the box, but not in the order they used to be in. And I haven't looked at it since because I don't want to deal with it. You know how that goes? Like, there are days that are meant for organizing and putting things back in order, and then the rest of the time it's like, it can stay that way. I don't know, am I the only one? Oh gosh. Okay, I'm gonna go with it. I'm sticking these on here. May not be everybody's cup of tea, but I kind of like the brightness it's bringing. So I finished the yellow flower. I just have to iron those spots off, or those lines off rather. And I need to finish this flower and these flowers. Then I promise I'll be done. And I'm not going to torture you with a bunch of that stitching. And then just figure out what I'm putting at the top. And then I think I'm calling spring done. Whether I'll start on summer soon or not, or wait until the 1st of June, I don't know. I think we all need a break from this, and I really don't know what I'm doing for summer. I don't have a specific fabric chosen yet. This one was different because I didn't use fabric with stuff already printed on it. I just made all this up as I went along and used different techniques. And the fall, the autumn, and the winter were done that way. They were done with pre-printed fabrics, and I think summer is going to be somewhat that way because I think I'm going to go with bees and butterflies. Not sure. We shall see. Why did I start over there? I'm just going to, I have enough thread. I'm just going to drag over here. You're not supposed to, but I'm going to. I'm here to be rebellious and break the rules. Oops, don't pull too tight, Martha. But I think I'm going back to the pre-printed fabric for some of it, at least. But it'll take me probably a couple weeks to come up with what I want to do. So I'll probably start that not on camera because Lord knows it's boring for you guys. My procrastination is beyond, as we all know, if you've been here any amount of time. And if you've been here any amount of time, I do appreciate you being here. And if you can, and you haven't yet, check to make sure you're subscribed. And if you don't mind, you know, it doesn't cost you anything to subscribe or hit that thumbs up button. It's nice. It's just being kind. And I believe in kindness. Kindness. I mean, I can be a little sarcastic, but I believe in kindness. I know. Sound a little snarky today, but there's been a lot going on. So sometimes that's where that comes from. Alrighty. Let's see. Oops. So as I've said probably 1,000 times before, this guy is just kind of hanging out up there. So I may have to find something else to do there. And then these guys. And then maybe green stems, kind of thin ones like this running down. Just, you know, a vine running down here maybe. So I'll probably work on that off camera. And you may not see this again until it's done. We'll see. I got to have something to record. And since I'm not working on anything else right now, this is probably it. You're stuck with me. Do it. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Whew, almost dropped a needle. You kind of stuck with me doing what I'm doing because got nothing else at the moment. So thanks for hanging with me. Don't know how long this one was. I don't think it was very long, but look for the video at the end of the geese and the ducks and we'll have a little chuckle about that. I'll probably also attach a video, right? I'll attach 2 little videos. One I did the other day and then the one I did today. And they have ducks and geese in them. If you don't want to watch, I understand. Take care, everybody. Happy crafting. Find your joy. Do what makes you happy. And I'll see you in the next one, whenever that is. Bye. Visitors. Duck, duck, goose. Duck, duck, goose. The ducks are back. And the geese have babies. It's a regular old wild kingdom around here. And the babies.